The outgoing Vice-Chancellor of the Federal University FUOYE, Professor Sunday Abayomi Fasina, has been commended for his far-reaching impact on the institution. Speaking on the achievement of the outgoing Vice-Chancellor on Wednesday, 4th of February 2026 in Puff TV studio in Ado-Ekiti, the director of the Institute of Distance Learning FUOYE, Professor Omolade Adeleke, said Fasina's tenure at FUOYE recorded significant advancements in all sectors.
I want to give kudos to Professor Sunday Abayomi Fasina, the outgoing VC of Federal University of Ekiti. He really invested much in terms of training and human development. Before Professor Abayomi came on board, the total population of FUOYE students is around 20,000. But now, population of FUOYE now is around 56,700.
That's serious.
That's why we are the most subscribed. In fact, in the Southwest, we are the 4th most subscribed university in Nigeria today.
And how old is the university?
We are barely, I think, 12 years now. Started 2013, and we led OAU, we led UI in that particular ranking. UNILA came first, followed by UNILORI, followed by LASU. FUOYE number 4 out of 303 universities in Nigeria.
Adeleke noted that when the outgoing Vice-Chancellor was announced as the VC of FUOYE in March 2021, he was fully prepared for the demands of leadership.
When you have a leader that is prepared, there are some leaders, they got to a position by chance. Professor Abayomi prepared for this position. He had already had his template before he assumed duty as the VC.
He knew what to do.
He knew what he wanted to do from the blast of the whistle. I came back to Nigeria 2019 November. I visited him. He was DVC then. And he said, Adeleke, how are you? You are back to the country. And I said, yes. I have asked some people to write proposal on part-time program for FUOYE, but I don't know what they are doing. They are just dilly-dallying. Can you write it? I said, no problem, sir. I will. And I did. I wrote the proposal. In 2020 March, he took the proposal to the Senate of the university, and it was approved to start the part-time program then. But unfortunately, COVID-19 set in. We could not start the part-time programs. You see? So, but, it is just the God's doing, because God knows that He is the architect of that program and He will be the one to implement it. So we did not know God used that COVID-19 to delay so that He will come. He never knew He would become VC. March 2021, He was announced as the VC of FUOYE. And sir, He was in Abuja where He was announced. I was in Ado. I called him. Oga, congratulations on your appointment. He said, yeah, Adeleke, thank you very much. We bless God. Okay, now, enough of congratulations now. That now, that proposal of part-time that you wrote? Please, before I land in Ekiti, make sure you prepare a template for the implementation of that part-time programs. I was baffled. Now, I was flexing with my friend, rejoicing with some bottle of drinks, trying to rejoice with him. Somebody that was trying to rejoice is already planning on how to. That is to tell you how prepared he was for this. So that is why all these achievements, during his tenure, it's not a surprise to me.
He also spoke about other areas of Professor Fasina's impact in FUOYE.
Professor Fasina is an achiever. And I can say that with my full chest, that what the legacy is leaving behind, the person coming in, Professor Ogunwole, knows that he has to work very well to surpass what Professor Fasina has done. Because he is part of the community. He knows everything. He knows where we were and where we are now. If you get to the university today, you will see blue roofs. His legacy is what we call blue roofs. All the buildings that you see blue roof today, they were all built by Professor Sunday Abayomi Fasina. And during the press conference, was it the day before yesterday, they were counting those blue roofs number, and they are about 400. Massive one in a tenure. Buildings, it is highly unprecedented. It may interest you to know that we only have 8 faculties before. Now we have 18 faculties. We have less than 20 departments. Now we have about 50 departments now. Our professors are less than 40 before. We are now talking about professors in the region of 250. We do not have faculty, we do not have college of medicine, we don't have nursing. All these ones, we don't have all these basic medical sciences. He came, he brought medicine, he brought law, he brought, nursing, medical lab, all those clinical sciences. He brought them. And just last week, our law faculty have just been accredited. And all our law students will now be going to law school. Because we had the issue before. He made sure he solved that before he leaves office. These are the work Professor Fasina has done. He took FUOYE from wilderness to what we call modern education outfit in Nigeria today. Where were we? We're ranked nowhere. We're nowhere before. Now we are now saying we are number 4 most subscribed. As a result of what we call productive leadership, purposive leadership, which are all the embodiments of Professor Sunday Abayomi Fasina. And you know what God used for him? He was able to choose people. God just assisted him to appoint people that I can call destiny helpers. They assisted him to build that kind of FUOYE he really wanted from the beginning. So the legacies are so huge. And the shoe size is very big.
According to Adeleke, the university has gone beyond Oye Ekiti community to other local governments in Ekiti State.
You know that the impact of Professor Fasina is not only in Oye local government, it's not only in Oye town. The Institute of Part-Time Studies has gone to 5 different communities in Ekiti State. We have our presence in Ire Ekiti. We have in Ifaki Ekiti. We have in Ikole. Of course, Ikole is our twin campus. We have in Ayedu. You see? We have in Ayedu. That's 5 communities. And Ayebaju, we have the headquarters of part-time program. Now, you know what he encouraged me to do? He told me that those communities, then he said they needed our presence. That's so I should try and bring to bear how I can encourage community participation in development of education. That he will support me. That was what he told me. I said, okay, no problem, sir. And I started engaging this community. They wrote to us. The community wrote to us that they wanted to have us. Ayegbaju community wrote to us too. We visited them. All the places they wanted to give us for the satellite campus of Patagua, we visited before the management approved.
Professor Fasina's administration has also drawn commendation from the Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Abayomi Oyebanji.
The governor, was talking with our VC and he said, that he's so impressed. That every time you do 4 years here, 4 years here, 4 years, he was thanking our VC. That literally 4 years taking over Ekiti. You see?
According to Professor Adeleke, Fasina will forever be remembered for his exemplary leadership, commitment to educational development, and for positioning the Federal University Oye Ekiti FUOYE as one of the fastest growing centers of learning in Nigeria. Olayemi Rashid reporting for Puff TV.
People of the Fountain.